Hi, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. My name is Hassan, and I'm here to go over my trade for the day. Before I get into that, please hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord links in the description. All that good stuff. But yeah, so only traded UAVS today, and let me guess I'll open that and show the results. But man, I'm so happy with today. Like I feel like I learned a lot, man, and kind of confirmations and just like a little more polishing on a concept that I've been trying to get better at, which is the 15, man. Not spiting the 15, right? Getting in after this candle is pretty wild. Yeah, I think that's pretty wild. Getting in after that kind of candle, highest volume of the day rejection type candle. But yeah, the main issue with this first entry was there was no EMA reset. Like we're already up, we're already up a lot. But given that, I took profit, top tick that thing. As a matter of fact, I didn't take enough, but I sold. And I do wish I moved my stop up more. There's like, from a practical standpoint, there's no reason to let the price fall all the way back to the low of this candle. But as far as my rules go, there's no, I mean, I could have went to the low of this candle though, honestly. So there's probably some room to be a little more dynamic with my stop. But as far as managing the trade according to my rules, I'm really happy with what I did once I got into the trade. That first pullback of the day, without the reset, it's just not good. It's just not good. It's already really extended. It's a risky play. I like the support to this high. I liked it pulling back there and then moving up again. So it's not a terrible trade, but as far as the rules, I would say it's not a fresh uptrend at whatsoever. It's fresh from the open, but not fresh from pre-market. I think it being the first pullback of the open was what kind of made me override that, but I don't want to do that. It's got to have the EMA reset or retest, which we did not get before my entry, but I'm really happy to have sold there. It was obvious you got to sell back through high a day, and I did that. Shout out my guy Ben for pressing me on that. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so stopped out of that. This was ended up half our loss with my take profit, so that was cool. I was down 22 bucks after that trade, real light. And now I'm waiting for the 5 to set up, which it did. On the 5, this was an okay trade, right? You get this high here, and then you move back up, and you get the higher high, and then you get the pullback. It did not come back and actually test the last high, which isn't necessarily a requirement. I just wanted to hold over the EMA. I have been feeling a way about the one candle pullback. I think when you have 3 candles up, you need more than one candle pullback. I think like if I got one candle up, if one candle moves up and makes the high, then a one candle pullback is cool. But like 3 candles up, I think you need more. I don't know. I'm still validating that. But I took the 5-minute entry after the higher high, higher low above the EMA, and it failed immediately. And what I'm looking at is the 15. Let's make that one bigger. So if you want to trade a time frame, it's good to get the bias from a time frame above it, right? And my initial move to the 5 was because I wanted to trade the 1 better. And then I was just like, I just rather trade the 5. But recently I was like, okay, if I want to trade the 5, I need to pay attention to the bias on the 15. And I've been doing that more, but there's still some sharpening to do. And I feel like today was really good for that. So we had this high here, and when you get a high and it's the highest volume of the day, that really disqualifies the entry on the next low. But I just really like the way it held pre-market, so I took it. I'm not terribly mad at myself. What I'm mad about is skipping the reset on the 5. But anyway, let's talk about this trade. So from that trade, we got a high up here. We can call that a high. And so at this point, it's downtrending on the 15, right? Lower low, lower high, or lower high here. And then, you know, it still pulls back. But here we get the EMA reset, which for me is like, you know, when it pulls back to the EMA, that's my reset or retest. If it doesn't trade below, I call it a retest. But we get the bounce off the EMA, but we're still in lower highs until we break this high. For the reset though, I don't need the higher high, I just need the higher low, which we got here. So once we break higher on the 15, now for me, the 15 is uptrending. And now I can go down to the 5 and wait for my entry. So the 15's got to be uptrending. And really, I want to be the first or second candle after the red candle. So if we take that, the trigger would have happened on this candle at 11:45. And over in here, like, man, bro. Oh, hold on, let me switch back to the 5. Yeah, this candle right here, oh my God. I was very close to taking it. But it was just so late in the day. I didn't want to keep trading after my ideal time. But honestly, I think the time window, it's not as important as the setup and the volume, you know. But the main thing about the time window is the mental fatigue of sitting here and analyzing price and movements over a course of 2 hours and just kind of being exhausted and impatient, and, you know, FOMO, all that kind of stuff starts setting in heavy. And it's just, I'd rather take the moves where the momentum is the biggest. Like, look, like this is where all the volume is, right? I want to be behind the up move with this kind of volume, even though it can move after that, but this is not my window, you know. So I really do want to stand on that on my 11 o'clock, and if it goes after that, then cool. But if it goes in my window, that's when I'm gonna, you know, take advantage of that move. So yeah, a little regrettable there, but because of this trade, it just really highlighted the fact that I need the 15 to be in an uptrend. Just because it's pulling back to the EMA and at the EMA, if it's making lower highs, it's not ready yet. But when we get this higher low off the EMA, it's ready to go, and then you can attack the 5. So I feel like that was big progress for me today. It felt like a winning session. My P&L is not winning, but it was a winning trading session. I felt in control for the most part. Definitely could have done without this second trade, but I'm happy I took it because I learned a lot from it. Yeah, man, a good day though. A good day. Nothing, not an egregious loss. Nothing in the hundreds or 200s or 300s. So that's cool. 1.45 R. I can live with that. And man, just gonna get in that journal this weekend and really study the 15. And look at my winning trades and look at the 15 and see what was happening. And look at the 5. And also look at the dailies. Me and my guy Trey, we kind of trading the same system setup type thing right now. And I guess with the market being the way it is, we're trying to narrow in the daily criteria. And definitely the most important thing is news for us. Got to have the catalyst. Like, we want to have the reason why it's moving. But then it was like the concern, is it day 1? Is it day 2? Where's the resistance? And the resistance is important and definitely should be marked out. But if we're day 1 of fresh news, I think it's good to play. At least watch, you know. So it's been a week, it's been a month, and it's been a couple months, but I'm still super excited. I'm still loving this game. And I'm excited to come back Monday, man, and get another weekend, you know. But anyway, that's all I got. Enjoyed you guys today in the chat, man. Appreciate you coming to hang out with me every day. Yeah, man, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Discord links in the description. And y'all have a great weekend. Peace.